Hi students, today I'm going to show you how to request letters of recommendations through Naviance. As a reminder, all Dulles High School teachers will submit college letter of recommendations through Naviance. It will be your job to request the teacher through Naviance. Before you put the request in, you must do two things. Number one, you must conduct your college research. So that means looking at the college admissions process for each of the colleges that you are applying to and determine if letters of recommendations are required or optional. If they are, you will proceed. If they are not, then you do not need to do this process for that specific college. Number two, you will need to email or talk to the teacher in person and ask if they would be willing to write the teacher letter of recommendation. Please do not submit a request in Naviance until you have talked to the teacher. If they have agreed to write the letter of recommendation, then you can go ahead and proceed with putting the request in. Once the request is submitted through Naviance, the teacher will receive an email. They will be able to log into their Naviance account. They will see your request, and then they can submit the letter of recommendation through Naviance. Okay, so here's the process. First, you must log into Naviance. You can do this by logging into your OneLink page and then click on the Naviance app. Once you are logged in, you will click on Colleges. Under Apply to Colleges, you will select Letters of Recommendations and then proceed with your request. Now, before you can do this, you must have already added the colleges to your colleges that you are applying to list. How you can determine if you've done that is you need to click on the colleges I'm applying to, and you will see the list of colleges that you've added. If you have not added any schools, you will need to click on the red Add button, type in the school name. So for example, we'll do Texas Tech University. You will select the application type. So let's say that you are submitting it. This just means like the deadline. So I'm just going to submit by the regular decision deadline. And then I'll submit my application through either Common App, Apply Texas, or I'm not sure yet. You will never select I'm not sure yet. You will either select if you've applied through Common App or if you've applied through Apply Texas or a different application website, you will select Direct to the Institute. So we're going to say I applied to Texas Tech through Apply Texas, and then we will add the application. Now it will show up on our list, and we will be able to request letters of recommendations. So going back to colleges, select Letters of Recommendations, select Add Request. You will choose the teacher. Remember, you must have asked permission already. I'm going to select myself, and then you will see the list of colleges that you've added and whether or not they require a letter of recommendation, if they allow letters of recommendations, and how many you have requested. Okay, so we're going to choose Texas Tech. It is not required, but it is allowed. 3 are allowed. So I'm going to request Texas Tech and Rice University because you can see that 2 are required from Rice. I'm going to include a personal note to remind your recommender about your great qualities and any specific things about your request, maybe when the due date is, etc. And then you will submit the request. Okay. You can keep track of your request simply by going back to the home page. There's 2 ways you can get there. You can click on Colleges I'm applying to, scroll down to Letters of Recommendations section, and then you will see the 2 requests. So you can see that their status is just requested. Okay. You can also click on Colleges and then Letters of Recommendations, and again, it will bring you to that page. So that is how you request letters of recommendations. Now, quickly, I just want to talk about if the person is not a Dulles High School teacher. So if it's a teacher at a different school, or maybe it's somebody that you worked with, maybe you did an internship, somebody from your church, whoever it might be, you will need to, again, conduct that research on how that school would like letters of recommendations submitted. Okay, so for example, if it's University of Texas, you can submit that letter of recommendation through your My Status portal. And typically there is like an email that you can send that letter, that teacher or that person, and they will get an email and they can submit through your My Status portal. If you have any further questions about letters of recommendations, please do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you and have a great day.